Hey, what's going on this week on Tips and Tricks? 5 tips for Yakuza 6.
Yakuza 6, we're also going to chat with the developer of the game you were just playing, Descenders.
And we've got some great lists.
All this and more. Thank you. All this and more on this week's Tips and Tricks. Yeah. Oh, it's Tuesday. Okay.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the #1 show on Mixer. Who did that?
That was Lennox in his office, just pounding on the wall.
Lennox,
hey, keep it down over there.
You can't contain the hype that is Tips and Tricks, the #1 show on the internet. I say that as a joke.
Yeah,
he's still doing it.
It's true.
But we're also the #1 show on Mixer. Can I get a single shot? Is that possible? I just want to call some people out.
Just come over here.
Okay.
Can we get Scott's like, no, please don't.
Okay. Well.
There we go.
Listen, I see all you other shows, which are great shows, by the way. Go to mixer.com/schedule to see all the shows. But all of you are saying you're the #1 show on Mixer. That's not factually accurate.
No.
That's fake news. That's
not
alternative
accurate.
facts.
It's not accurate.
Tips and Tricks is #1 in followers and #1 in total views.
Yeah, and #1 in our mother's hearts.
You. And that's true. That's the most important.
You can't ever forget
Mother's
that.
Day. Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day, everybody.
Late Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day. My name is Ethan Rothamel.
And I'm Malik Prince.
And this is the show that helps you get the most out of your gaming experience.
That's right. We'll give you tips on the latest features and tricks on tackling the newest games.
No matter where you play.
No matter where you play.
There
you go.
Yes. Welcome to our 49th episode.
49.
One away from 50.
When we started the show a year ago, we didn't think we would last.
No,
and
not
then
a year.
Ethan came in episode 9.
9, was that it?
Yeah, episode 9. I'm a historian of Tips and Tricks.
So I've been on 40 episodes?
Yeah.
Geez, and you've been on 50.
49.
49.
48 right now. 49 next week.
Sure. No, 49 this week. 50 next week.
No. I missed the episode. Remember, we both missed an episode.
We've been there. Yeah, you're right.
Anyway,
My
this
bad.
is, I love this show, and it's my favorite time of every single week, and we've got a bunch of things planned for next week. Some surprises we can't talk about yet.
Can't talk about them yet. It's gonna be a good episode.
You're going to want to tune in because it's going to be absolutely fantastic.
Yes. But of course, this episode should be all right as well, because you might have seen us playing a rad BMX game before the show.
That's right. That game is Descenders, and to celebrate the launch of the new Mixer interactive game, we have Mike Rose on the phone.
Michael,
from Mike
there.
Rose.
Hello?
Are you there? Oh, Mike, your video's not working.
There.
Hang on,
His picture's there.
hang on a
That's
minute.
Mike,
Hang on a
and it's a
minute.
majestic.
There he is.
There he is.
Mike.
Mike.
I'm not plugged
Welcome
in.
to Tips and Tricks.
I screw this up every
I'm not plugged in
time.
either, but it's
Hold
okay.
on, Mike.
We're amateurs at this after 50 episodes. Mike.
It's fine. No one knows. No one knows.
No one noticed. Yeah, sure. Mike, thank you so much for coming on the show. First off, before we get started, I got to say you are one of the best developer streams on Mixer. Like, you are so funny and so charismatic. Love watching you, man. So thank you for coming on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
And
You're
so,
welcome.
yeah.
I mean, I've decided to grace you with my presence, of course.
Great. That's true.
But we're here to talk about Descenders, and it's exciting day because it released on Xbox today. So congratulations. How does that feel?
It's really good. I'm also knackered. That's British for tired. It's been a very long day. I did like a 6-hour stream earlier today of the game. So
Wow.
I'm probably gonna sleep after this.
Dang,
maybe.
man. First, I got to just take a note. Knackered is British.
Yeah.
For tired.
Yeah,
Got it.
absolutely.
Okay.
And you take
Learning so
naps,
much.
which is something that I do so I can appreciate a good nap taker, you know? Or maybe you don't take naps, you just have to go to sleep. That's fine. So now I was watching Descenders before, and I describe it as sort of like a 3D version of Trials, but that may be an oversimplification. For anybody who's watching the show, tell us what Descenders is.
Yeah, Descenders is a downhill mountain biking game, except that, surprisingly enough, it has roguelike elements to it. So every single world that you travel through in Descenders has been procedurally generated before you play it, and there are, in fact, about 3.5 billion levels in the game. So it's pretty weird. People seem to be enjoying it, which is nice.
Jeez.
3.5 billion. You know, I think you should mess with the gamers, and when the game fully releases, just put an achievement that you have to play all 3.5 billion levels.
The completionist is just like, oh my God.
This is going to take a bit of time.
So, Mike, what prompted you to make a free riding game?
So I'm from No More Robots. I'm the publisher. Rage Squid are the developer. In fact, Rosie Albers, who's in the chat right now, is the artist on the game. And those guys were super inspired. I don't know if you've seen this thing called Red Bull Rampage, where it's a bit like what you're playing right now, where people are essentially just doing stupid stuff in sort of the desert. on bikes.
Yeah.
They just saw that kind of stuff and they were massively inspired. And they kind of just wanted to make a video game that looked a lot like that, and that is where this is spawned from, essentially.
That is awesome. And I see Rosie chat shout out.
Huge
Very,
shout out.
very awesome art direction. I love that. Yeah, Mike, what prompted you to make this game?
Every single time, if Rosie wasn't here, I would have been like, well, here's how I did it. But because Rosie was there, I was like, oh god, he's gonna call me out if I don't say it.
That's awesome. Scott, what was your question you wanted to make sure we asked? We're playing now. That is actually Tabs playing right now, so feel free to criticize Tabs in chat.
Yeah, his gameplay.
And interactive should be up, so you guys can drop seeds for Tabs.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. Yeah, so what, okay, I want to have Mike explain it. So Mike, how does the interactivity with Mixer work? Can you walk us through that?
Yeah, so there's two different types of Mixer interactivity in the game. If you play the career mode while you've got the Mixer interactivity on, a bunch of buttons appear under the stream, as they do in interactive streams, and people can click the buttons to either do nice things to you or to mess with you. So they can give you lives, they can give you props, they can also cut your brakes so you can't brake anymore.
That's awesome.
They can decide that the next level it will be nighttime or there'll be a storm. Or anything like that. Then the second Mixer interactivity, if you boot up free ride mode, which is what you're in right now, this box appears under the stream which says enter a seed in it, and people can put level seeds into the game, and their names will appear in a playlist like you've seen, and then you guys can then just hit the streamer or whoever's playing it on Mixer can then just hit the Y button on the Xbox controller, and it just plays through everybody's seeds one by one.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
That's
so you
pretty
got
cool.
community picking the maps for you.
Yeah,
That's pretty great.
This game is like tiramisu. It's got layers, Mike. It's got layers.
Ooh, I like that.
Thank
Malik,
you.
I like
Thank
that.
you.
That
I was
all right.
doing on that the whole time.
Not bad.
So now, Mike, would you recommend that some of these tricks be tried in real life? I imagine I know the answer, but just want to know.
I have only been mountain biking a few times, and I don't know if you've been mountain biking. It is awful. It's the worst thing. Basically, it makes your legs feel like they are burning.
Yeah.
So the answer is definitely no. No one should ever try anything. No one should ride bikes. Riding bikes is silly. Just play the video games instead.
I agree.
I get it. Yeah,
I mean,
completely understand.
Mountain biking, especially going downhill, you're moving so fast. There's rocks everywhere. There's trees. Like I get tripped up walking up the stairs if I'm not thinking straight about it. So I would never, absolutely never try this.
Yeah,
ever.
I totally can relate. Rather just play the game. Yeah,
might as
I'm not
well,
gonna
right?
risk my body, which is a temple. By the way,
it is a temple. It's you can't do that.
Gotta keep it clean. Do you have any secret track seeds, by the way, that you might want to tease or share with us?
We do have some secret levels in the game. I can tease that. I mean, some of the people who are in the chat right now know about them because they've been playing it all day already.
Yeah.
But for example, maybe there might be some form of construction site that you can find in the game if you sort of look around the first world a little harder than you normally would.
I like it. All right. Chat.
Yeah, and that's very Trials. That construction site level is very Trials. It's very sort of, you got to climb up all of these boxes and stuff to get to the top of it.
That sounds
it's well hard though.
All right, good to know. Yeah, chat, go looking. Start searching for that.
Yeah.
See, I want to see if they find it. How fast they start finding that stuff.
Well, people
That's
are
pretty cool, man.
Yeah, people are pretty quick at finding Easter eggs and secrets.
Yeah, most definitely.
So, Mike, what are some of the updates that are going to come to the game? Any plans for future interactivity, or what do you have planned?
Oh God, yeah. There's loads of stuff. We don't know what order it's going to happen in, because the way we've been building the game is whatever people ask for next, whatever people are screaming for next the most, we essentially put that in the game next. So things that people are asking for, which we're definitely going to be doing. We're going to be doing new worlds. So there's 4 worlds in the game right now. We'll definitely put in new worlds in. We're going to be adding these little central hub areas that people can kind of hang out in. Eventually, we're going to be adding multiplayer stuff, so we're going to be having hubs that players can come and hang out in, possibly even race around together.
Yeah.
We've not locked down the multiplayer yet. We don't 100% know what it looks like, but everybody keeps asking and asking and asking for it, so we kind of have to now.
Mike, that is music to my ears. I want to compete in multiplayer so I could crush Ethan like the tiny little bug he is. So make sure that happens. That's my vote.
Really working out some personal issues in this episode, man.
Yeah.
I'm with you. I feel that same way. I will say this game multiplayer does sound like an incredibly good time. Like,
absolutely.
I loved playing Skate with all my friends, and I loved playing like you said, Trials is such a fun game, and the multiplayer is okay, but like this this kind of the way that this plays and looks, I think would be unbelievable hilarious
Yeah.
to play multiplayer.
I mean, people keep asking us as well. Of course, they keep asking us when we're going to add a battle royale mode. 100 people just riding around on bikes, trying to kick each other off. Never. I mean, maybe I should. I'd never say
I
never.
don't hate that idea. Yeah, I do love the idea of 100 people running down a mountain and just trying to kick each other off as you get to the bottom.
Chaos. I imagine there are technical limitations that may prevent that, but our vote's in it for it anyway. So, Mike,
we'll see. And I will say this: our producer highlighted this before as a fan, but any VR on the horizon?
Ooh, good question.
The answer is yes. So people have been asking us about VR because the game has a first-person mode. If you the Y button on the controller changes through a bunch of different cameras, and you can set it to first person. And every single time we show first person, people are like, "When's it coming to VR?" And we have had some meetings with Oculus, who have now sent us kits to build it for VR. So I guess we got to do that now.
Love it.
We'll probably have to sell sick buckets to go with it. Because I imagine it's not going to settle people's stomachs very well. But
I think you're gonna need some Dramamine on standby. Tabs,
right.
Can you go into first person just for a second, just so we can imagine what that? Oh my God!
VR,
imagine that in VR.
VR is coming, so get your underwear purchases ready because it's about to get really scary.
Oh, you landed it.
Very
nice, Tabs. That is awesome. Now, as a developer, like we mentioned before, I personally think you're a great streamer on Mixer, and as a developer, that's like doubly awesome.
Yeah.
So, do you have any tips for other developers specifically in terms of streaming tips?
yeah, I think that one of the... So I think I told you earlier, I have no idea why people enjoy watching me on stream. I genuinely just don't know. I just basically go... And for some reason, people find me funny. I have streamed for a very long time. I've streamed for years on like multiple different platforms, and now sort of Mixer is my home now for streaming. And so I think just because I've done so much streaming... That's just what happens, right? The more you do a thing, the better you become at it. The more you understand what works and what doesn't. The more you become, I guess, just sort of okay with it and zen with it. So when I like boot up a stream now, I'm just like, yeah, whatever. I'll just hang out with some cool people on Mixer. I think that's honestly the one thing that I tell developers. Just if you wanna kind of build a presence on Mixer or just streaming in general, you just got to do it. You've actually got to sit there. And it might be horrible at first, because some developers are like, I don't want to stream, I feel stupid. And yeah, you will feel stupid. Everybody does when they first start streaming. You feel like an idiot. But you just got to do it. Yeah. You just got to do it, and it's great after a while. So
yeah. Honestly, that's great advice for anyone trying to get into streaming, because you do feel dumb.
Yeah.
It's awkward, right?
It is a bit awkward. And if you're okay with taking compliments, I got to say that you have a sort of an infectious personality, and you seem really comfortable on camera. So half of it is just, and also you seem to love your game. So I think... There you go. A compliment free from.
It's all a ruse. It's all a ruse. I'm actually a really depressing person, and I hate the game.
Well, you're a very good actor.
Just waiting for that check to clear, baby. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah. I'm out of here.
We done with this stupid interview? God.
So we should do tips for the game as well. I feel like that's. Sure. I need some tips. Tabs is playing it. Tabs could use some tips. He's doing okay.
It's been clear after this gameplay. Good, not great, I would say, Tabs.
I think someone's very good. I think whoever's playing right now is really good at this.
Tabs,
he's giving you compliments, Tabs. All right. He's saying it's terrible.
Yeah.
No, he said it's very good.
Yeah, you never give Tabs compliments because he'll just never let you hear the end of it.
He won't. Yeah, he'll bring it up in an email 2 days later. So Mike, on just piggybacking off that, do you have like 2 or 3 good tips for someone who's just picking up Descenders?
Absolutely. So one of the main things that people do when they first pick up the game is they feel like they just have to do everything in one go. They have to do all the tricks, and and they'll just keep bailing over and over again. I mean, it's part of the learning curve, really. So I don't really want to tell people to not do that, but you will learn very quickly that you need to actually get a basic grasp of the game first and how to not bail over and over again before you then start adding the flips in and adding the silliness. Another great thing to do is if you take off really high and really hard, and you are clearly going to bail when you hit the ground, try and, just as you're landing, try and use the right stick to counter pump. You can push up and try and counter pump. It'll bring your biker in, and he can try and take some of the impact. It won't always work. It won't always work. A lot of the time you'll still bail anyway. But it can take some of the force, and that has saved me many times before.
It's good to know. It's good.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's always good to try and do that.
Cool. Well, those are great tips, actually.
I'm super excited to start playing the game.
Yeah.
Mike. Oh, we have a question from chat. Corrupted Pixel asks, are you currently being held in Manchester? Is that what you...
Manchester.
Manchester,
yes
yeah.
to touch nose. Touch nose for yes.
Oh, being held, like held hostage. Okay, got it. Okay. I was like, what?
I am. That's why I've never left.
Oh,
Fair
that's
enough.
awesome. Also, thanks for including a Mixer banner in game. We appreciate that.
Yeah, and if you
It's a
get
nice
a tips
touch.
and tricks banner, that would be good too.
Oh yeah, add it. Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't. No
There's
pressure.
actually so when you stream the game, I don't know if the biker is wearing it. No, not. But when you stream the game with the Mixer interactivity, you unlock a full Mixer kit: helmet, goggles, pants, shirt.
That's actually a good call out.
Nice.
People, streamers. Good call. Good
Awesome.
call. That's
Yeah.
sweet. Yeah.
So, Mike, once again, let's go over availability for the game and where people can find you to interact and give feedback and all that good stuff.
Absolutely. So the game is now available on both PC, on Steam, and on Xbox One. You can pick it up right now. It's 10% off for this whole week, just kind of celebrating the Xbox launch. So it is $25 or 20 quid. Or 23 euros, well, that's with a 10% launch discount as well. So I guess it's like £18, $22, $50, all of the numbers of money in the world. And you can join the Discord. The Discord is super important. We have like 5,000 people in the Discord. It's discord.gg/Descenders, and if you /Descenders like that, and if you go there, then all the developers are in there, tons of people who will help you out to play the game. There's just tons of people talking about the game, basically.
Awesome.
So it's well worth it.
That's awesome. All right, great. Yeah. Mike, thank you so much.
Yeah. Everyone, give it up for Mike.
Mike and his game. Congrats on the launch, Mike.
Yeah!
Yes. Awesome. Dude, thank you so much. Congrats on the launch. It's gonna be great.
It's gonna be great, man.
Yeah, we'll see ya. Oh my God.
right.
Doing community. Nice, you getting rid of that out of your ear immediately.
Getting rid of it. We don't need it.
Doing community management right. No more robots. Like honestly, the Discord, streaming all the time. That's awesome. It's good.
Yeah,
It's
no,
really great.
that's exactly how you should. Because if you're passionate about your game, you should totally get in front of the camera and you be the seller of that game to the people
absolutely.
because you know the game more. You know the game better than anybody else, and so
Also, there's a very real chance, 50% chance that he may be being held prisoner. We saw that.
Oh
we
yeah,
saw that.
Manchester.
So,
Yeah, so
think about it. I
Yikes.
don't know. Maybe we should be doing something about it. I don't know.
that's right. Anyway, before we get into news, I want to give a shout out to the 1,000 people in chat
What?
breaking 1K already. We're not even halfway done the show.
Not even close.
So huge shout out to No Pulse Valsis. I like to give shout outs to people.
That's fine.
Let's see. Incauda Ven. I can never say your name. Jordan. I know you by name. Lady Up Hair. Just speaking of shows, the Mixer Blue show, Mixer Red show just launched this past week, past 7 days. Huge shout out to all those beautiful hosts.
Absolutely. If you guys want to check those out, if you want to hear PlayStation news, that's Wednesdays, same time as this show, 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern. If you want to hear about Nintendo, that's Monday, right before the day before this show.
That's right.
3 p.m. Pacific.
You and Kate
6
did a
p.m.
great
Eastern.
job yesterday.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I was very nervous.
As long as you remember that this is your home.
It is my home. Well, it is because
Okay.
this is semi-scripted. I get to talk on my butt. You guys get to laugh or hate me. I mean, please send all hate mail to twitter.com/Ethan_Rommel. I love reading it.
Here's the thing. You're well informed.
Thank you.
That's a in joke.
Thank you.
That you I don't know if you're.
I got it.
we won't bring up.
But I do sound like a robot sometimes.
Oh yeah, alien robot.
Oh right. Anyway, let's dive right into the news, you guys. It's a big day.
That's
it's a big
right.
week.
You're a big Bethesda fan.
I am a huge
so go
Bethesda
for it.
fan. So, of course, guys, I was hyped to hear about the news that Rage 2 has been announced, and it's being developed by Avalanche Studios. And if you guys don't know who that is, Avalanche Studios made the 2015 game Mad Max, which is an amazing game, in my personal opinion. I love the core gameplay, the open world, unbelievably good. Yes, it's really good. And pre-orders open to all systems coming 2019. I honestly think they'll save the game because I don't know if you played Rage 1, but it was okay.
I did not.
It's good, not great. 6, 7 out of 10 is what I would give it.
Okay.
And I'm just a guy. But Mad Max like kind of pumping that in there, and I think they want to make it a little bit more silly than last time, but still kind of keep the dark undertones.
Definitely.
I really have high hopes, man. I hope it's good.
And
Bethesda's been on a great kick.
Absolutely. And as someone who hasn't played the first game, I think this is definitely, the trailer definitely sold me on the wackiness and the over-the-top nature.
Yeah.
And of course, the visuals look good. I like this, look great. I like to say that this is the first Bethesda game that doesn't look like it's from 10 years ago. But I'm just saying.
That's fair. It's fair. I know.
I'm just kidding. It looks great. And so I'm super excited to jump in. So 2019 is when we'll be able to play Rage 2. So get ready. It's a wide open world, as the screen just said.
And if you haven't heard anything about
action.
this, check out the trailer and head over to twitter.com/Bethesda to just check out the teaser images, because the teaser images are really cool, really high quality, really fun to look through.
The funny thing is that I guess a retailer leaked it last week.
Yeah.
Which the funny part was, like, they had a great response to it on Twitter.
Yeah,
they picked apart the fake box art and everything.
Yeah.
And so a week later we have an announcement. So hope you're excited, because it looks like it's gonna be a great game.
Yeah. It's
All right.
pretty nice.
So
Pretty
let's
nice. Moving
on to
Moving
Sea of
on.
Thieves.
Yes, more Sea of Thieves
Jeez,
news.
You are excited.
I'm a fan. of
Yeah?
Sea of Thieves. What can I
Okay.
say?
Yeah.
You can now sail galleons with small private crews, guys.
Okay.
Little update. People were really upset, right? That you were limited to your crew size. So you had to either get 4 people to play on a galleon, or you could play with 3 and close it out. But you couldn't, like, invite people later. And if someone left and was trying to get back in, some rando could join in time. Like, which is kind of a bummer. So they made it so you can have private crews, which is great.
good.
About time. I mean, obviously, but
Yeah.
it's great. I'm glad they added it. And Hungering Deep is coming out very soon.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
just
and
in time.
you say about time, but I think it's really developers, trying something new and perhaps not getting it completely right the first time, but listening to that feedback and making changes that make sure that ensure that the game is constantly being updated.
It's a good call out, and honestly, I kind of recant that statement, because I will say, like, part of the reason that I think they did what they did was because the game is all about meeting new pirates and meeting people in the world.
Yeah.
And so maybe they're really just trying to encourage you to kind of venture out of your friend zone.
Which is good.
if
I
you
mean,
will.
I remember playing multiplayer games like 10 years ago, like Halo 3, and everyone was chatting, and it was this really social experience. And I think maybe culturally something happened where people use mics less, and they're less likely to go out of their parties and interact with other players. And so I think it's super important for developers, sometimes to slightly nudge you into that interaction. But this is a great option now that you can kind of
Absolutely. Yeah, just as a friendly reminder, Sea of Thieves players out there, please use your mic in game.
Yeah.
Please. I'm looking at you, Objective Beaver.
Objective
He's just
Beaver?
a person in chat.
Okay.
I just picked up a random name. I don't
Oh,
know.
you got picked on? That's pretty cool, though. You got called out by Ethan Rothamel.
Literally nobody.
All right, let's move on to the other huge game from Microsoft coming out this month. It's State of Decay 2. The Ultimate Edition will be out this Friday. You can find a bunch of Mixer partners streaming the game right now. So if you want to check it out, be sure to do that. We'll give you 5 tips on how to play the game next week, and we'll be playing for an hour
We will be playing at the LFG after next week's episode. It's going to be us co-op State of Decay. We are going to fight like a couple.
Yeah, I hope that you protect me.
I will do my best. I promise.
And if I die, then it's permanent. It's permanent.
That's really depressing to think about.
Yeah, I know.
One other thing to call out is on one of our new shows, mixer.com/powerbuilds, the PC building show. They're building a State of Decay 2 theme PC. That show airs every Friday at 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern.
That's right, starring Justin Roby and Brenna. Brenna Dactyl. Obi-Wan Kenobi. Yeah, they're awesome. I really like what they're doing. And Roby is super knowledgeable on PC builds. I want him to... Can I win that State of Decay?
I don't know.
PC?
You have to ask. I honestly don't know. But I will say this, like, Roby builds a sad amount of PCs.
It's insane.
And so it's going to be great.
Yeah.
It's going to be a great PC for whoever ends up
wins. I think the
home.
value they said was $4,200.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so
Can I win?
I know, right? Oh, what do we have to do? Maybe we can steal it.
Oh, that's a good call. We can steal it. Yeah. No
Maybe
one's going to check the VODs of this.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Not at all. All right, ID at Xbox Game Fest. Xbox is having a huge sale on a bunch of really streamable games. Some of the games includes Descenders, what we mentioned earlier. It's 10% off right now this week. Darwin Project, Cuphead, and so many more. You can visit xbox.com to see all of the sales. Here we go, Hello Neighbor, a game that it came out, I believe, in December, and that's a holiday season when people are playing the huge games. So maybe you didn't get a chance to pick it up. This is your chance. It's on sale.
Mixer Interactive too.
That's right. Another Mixer Interactive game, Darwin Project. It's in game preview right now, and we've played it on the show before.
Underrated.
I love it.
Yeah. I think part of the reason it didn't do as well or wasn't well received is because it wasn't free, and Fortnite it was still very recent.
Yeah.
But I will say, Darwin Project is a great game, and I
really
highly
good.
encourage you guys checking it out because it's fun.
A different take on the VR genre. And so we talked about Descenders earlier, Friday the 13th, another one of those asymmetrical multiplayer games.
I picked that up. That's on sale right now for $13 on Xbox.
Ooh, come on, $13?
I just picked it up last night and screamed like a little child.
There you go. All you gotta do is skip a McDonald's meal, and you'll be able to play the game. Why
We
not?
can skip one.
Cuphead, of course, super difficult game, but one of the best. Like, I don't know, the art of that game is so beautiful, and it's so worth the pain, is what I like to say.
Yeah.
And Subnautica, of course, you can pick that up as well. So many choices. Visit Xbox.com. You can see the sales, and we just saved you a bunch of money.
We
on
did.
games.
But boom.
That's what we're here for.
Check it out.
All right, Ethaniel.
Moving on, because we're probably way behind schedule because we talk a lot. So last week we revealed the Mixer Blue show, where Andy and Tara, the two lovely hosts, shared some insight on the world of PlayStation.
However, they did steal one of our ideas.
What's that, Malik? What did they
All
steal?
right, they stole our 5 tips segments. They did 5 tips for Yakuza 6.
Oh my God, they stole our segment. Then we're going to steal their video. Here are 5 tips for Yakuza 6.
Yakuza 6 is a third-person action-adventure game with open-world elements, an in-depth story, and lots of unexpected variety. The world of Yakuza 6 can take some time to get used to, so if you find yourself getting overwhelmed by your rivals, we have some tips that will get you back on your feet and owning the streets. Tip number 1, explore your surroundings. The streets may seem intimidating at first, but just take your time and explore. Almost everything you will do will give you experience points, whether it's beating up thugs, working out, or our personal favorite, karaoke. Other side quests and minigames, such as baseball, can become available simply by exploring, so don't be afraid to go off the beaten path and see what's around. Also, be sure to get a drink at vending machines from time to time. These provide a wide range of boosts for Kazuma. Hey, Kazuma, don't you think that's enough coffee? Okay, we'll just stay out of your business. The main story progresses as fast as you want it to, so take some time to do side quests and missions from Troubler, an app that will unlock on your phone where quick missions around the city will be displayed. Use these opportunities to gain experience and familiarize yourself with your surroundings. Tip number 2, upgrading your stats. Upgrading your stats in Yakuza 6 is a little unique, so allow us to take you through the basics. First off, instead of just solely gaining experience, you gain points in 5 different categories, being strength, agility, spirit, technique, and charm. Earning points for each category depends on what you do. For example, beating up thugs will give you points in strength and agility, and fetch quests will give you more points in technique and charm, so be sure to do a variety of quests for a nice balance of experience. Your points can be used to upgrade your core stats, unlock battle skills, key actions, and other skills. Each upgrade requires points from specific categories, so when upgrading, try to evenly spread out your points for maximum efficiency. Tip number 3, always be on the lookout for weapons. Weapons are very useful in Yakuza, and luckily, they can be found almost anywhere. When a battle is triggered, make sure to observe your surroundings for potential instruments of destruction. These can be traffic cones, bicycles, trash cans, teddy bears. Yes, you can bash people with teddy bears, and no, it never gets old. After grabbing a weapon, you can press circle to throw it at an enemy, square for a light combo attack, or triangle for a finishing move. Melee weapons break pretty quickly, so keep those eyes peeled for more. Got a large group of thugs in your face? Grab an enemy with circle and press circle again to throw him at his counterparts. Tip number 4, eat, eat, eat. Eating is very important in life, and eating in Yakuza 6 is no exception. Not only does eating refill your health, it also gives you experience. All dishes give different amounts and types of experience. You can also combine certain dishes for bonus experience. So whenever you find yourself with an empty stomach, experiment with different kinds of cuisine and combinations to find the best experience boost you can. Oishii. Tip number 5, get some popcorn. Speaking of food, you might want some snacks around. Yakuza 6 boasts a rich story with content-filled cutscenes. You'll be spending a good amount of time watching them, so sit back and enjoy the story. Although, if you are the kind of player that likes to jump right into the action, the game is very good about waypoints and where to go next, so you don't have to watch all the cutscenes to know what to do next. Here's a bonus tip. Yakuza 6 comes packaged with some bonus games including Puyo Puyo, Virtua Fighter 5, Outrun, Space Harrier, and more. These games can be unlocked in-game and can then be played from the main menu or in-game arcades. It's a great way to take a break from beating baddies heads in. That That should be enough to give you a good start exploring the streets of Tokyo and beyond. Once you get going, you will find Yakuza 6 to be a lot more than just beating up gangsters. It tells a rich and intense story and has lots of unpredictable and unique gameplay elements not usually seen in these types of games. We hope these tips to give you an edge on the streets, the diamond, and beyond. See you downtown.
Not beyond after segment, Ethan.
Your mic has been off a lot. I will say I forgot to take this out too, and I feel like an idiot because
It's
my
okay.
ear is killing me.
Is it? Well, I mean, you can
hurts.
take it out now. I mean, I feel like it's not glued in there.
You know, that's a fair point.
But yes, on the mic thing, I feel like there's probably going to be like a montage. I'm not asking you to do it, but there's there is enough footage to be a montage
Of
the
what?
times that I have not turned on my mic.
And even me, I haven't done it once or twice now.
Yeah, I
I'm
know.
catching up to you.
I know.
We're very bad at our jobs, ladies and
that's-
gentlemen.
We're just amateurs. We're winging it every single week. But you
That's
know what we're
very
not
true.
going to wing?
What?
This top 5 list.
Boom.
It's time
Very
for it.
nice transition. That was Stein level.
I don't know. I'm not quite there yet.
We'll get there. First, let's talk about this week's top 5 paid games, and we're going to go into the Microsoft store for this one.
Ooh, okay.
So let's take a look. In at number 5, it's Just Cause 3. Ba-boom. Wow, it must be on sale. Oh, yeah, take your time. Refresh.
There it is.
Refresh. Just Cause 3.
Yeah.
Classic sandbox game with a lot of crazy stuff going on.
That's
Honestly-
that should be on the back of the box. I feel like that was a great synopsis of what
you.
the game is.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Yeah, Ethan, you're killing it, man.
I appreciate
You're
it.
on fire today. So Just Cause 3. I'm sure there's a sale because that's the only way it would make the top 5. So pick it up before it's not on sale anymore.
In at number 4, it's like $10. Is that what you said, Tabs? It's like $10 or something, you guys.
Nice.
That's hearsay from Tabs, so we can't actually give you the actual
Yeah,
price, but
exactly.
maybe $10.
Hey,
In at number 4, it's Far Cry 5.
Far
Ba-boom.
Cry 5.
Woohoo! Love seeing that pupper up there.
yeah.
Still on the top 5 list. It's
Still
been
on
there
the-
for a while.
What can we say about the game? There's nothing else to say.
It's a very politically charged game.
Okay.
Ooh, you knew what I was gonna
Yeah,
say.
exactly. I'm in your head, Ethan. I'm
I
your brain.
love it. I love it.
Number 3, it's PUBG. PlayerUnknown's
course.
Battlegrounds for
Has-
the sophisticated.
Yeah, it has not left the list yet. Still,
great.
still selling like hotcakes. It
And,
seems.
and you know that's the thing. So they've done play. Have you played Miramar?
No, not on Xbox.
What, every week? This is the 3rd week in a row. I feel like the playtest was live this
it's
past
only like
weekend.
one day it's live on the weekend.
No, it's live every day of the weekend.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my God, what am I doing?
That's a tip for you.
Okay.
Learn to
I'll
check
check
your
it.
calendar. However,
I have played it a lot on PC.
yeah, that's fair.
But
Well,
it's
you can slaughter people then on Xbox. then.
Maybe. Ooh,
I
maybe.
don't know. So this map, Miramar, is going to be released for Xbox fully, and it's going to be live for everyone this month. I believe they announced today there's going to be one more playtest, Ethan. But at this point, you might as well just wait for it to go live.
I was gonna say, do
Yeah.
they have a date for when it goes live yet?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
in.
check it out.
Tune
PlayerUnknown's
in.
Battlegrounds. Number 2.
Number 2, it's Fortnite. Ba-boom.
It's
What else
Fortnite?
is new?
Well, that's
But
new.
it got bumped.
That is new.
Oh,
yeah.
you're right. You're right. Oh my God. I guess it's been on the list, but it's been number 1 for
Yeah.
like weeks.
Okay.
What bumped it?
It is.
Oh my God.
And number 1 for top paid games in Microsoft Store, knocking Fortnite from its throne. It's Just Cause 3 XL. That's extra large for you. Edition.
Nice.
All
Holy
right.
crap. Who would have thought that Just Cause 3 would usurp Fortnite? People still love a free
Imagine
roam
if somebody
game.
said that last week. We would have laughed right in their faces.
In their, yeah, I would
You'd be like-
spit. I would spit in their drink.
Oh, well. Don't ever lie to Ethan because you'll get...
Good guess, idiot. Douche. Get me a donut.
They're like, okay, and they just drink it
Yeah,
anyway. Okay. So that's your top 5 Microsoft Store paid games.
Wow.
All right, let's move on to Steam.
Very
How about
surprising
we?
list. Yeah, but Steam is always kind of a there's a lot of curveballs in there, a lot more games coming out, it seems. In at number 5, BDO, which stands for Black Desert Online.
I was about to say dessert, but desert is probably...
Black Desert Online. It's like a cherry, like a Black Forest cherry cake.
Yeah, so MMORPG, I believe this is coming to Xbox as well, if it's not already out. It's coming to Xbox. They showed it on the stage at E3 last year. Have you...
Great. Yeah, so I
dabbled
played
in
it when it
this?
first came out. Yeah, so it's very detailed MMO, a lot to do, but you can basically have like caravans and that
have a
trade and
caravan?
stuff like that. Yeah, you can get houses and all this fun stuff. So it's like an MMO where you customize a lot more than just your character. It's a lot more. There's a lot more laid back things to do in this world, which is kind of cool. Like it's kind of cool. I don't know.
You can customize a caravan. What else needs to be said? Number 4, Pillars of Eternity 2, Deadfire. Alrighty, let's see.
I believe
what
this is newly released, actually.
Is it? Okay.
Versus Evil, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh,
Yeah. So they've had this at the last few conventions. If you guys have been going to PAX or anything like that in the last year, it's a good game. It's the sequel, obviously, to the original Pillars of Eternity, which was also pretty well received. It's like turn-based combat.
Okay.
Yeah, on like a board, very similar to your Divinities, to your like it's almost like D&D in that sense. It's good.
I like it. I mean, that's not all games need to be the same. They don't all need to be real-time action.
Insane.
Turn-based is good too.
Yeah, it's good.
Number 3.
Number 3,
Rocket League.
Wow. Yeah. Everyone loves Rocket League,
it's,
man.
Yeah,
Nothing else
and
to
like
say.
it's always on sale and it's always cheap, and so I mean, if
just
you want,
constantly pick it up.
Exactly. If you want bang for your buck, quality game, there it is. Rocket
Also
League.
very accessible. Like obviously, yes, there's a lot of talent required to play Rocket League well, and this is a great game for families that are trying to get into a game together. I think it's like the level of accessibility is very low, which is great. It like very high, I guess.
It's one of I would say it's one of the games that I would give to my little brother when I just wanted him to leave me alone. If this was out, I would just be like, just play this game, please. Get out my face.
Just play this game and get out of my face.
Number 2, it's GTA 5.
Wow.
People still playing the GTA Online
Like crazy.
and
like crazy.
playing it like crazy, and
They had a big content update pretty recently too.
Oh, did
I think.
they?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think like a couple weeks ago.
that'll help you.
Yeah, exactly. But
Number one for top seller on Steam is
Conan Exiles, baby.
right, which
Conan
I believe
Exiles.
just launched on the Xbox.
Yeah, it did. It's just launched on the Xbox. It's been out on Steam for a bit, and I think early access. I don't know if it's officially launched now on Steam. Maybe that's why. Great game. It's just a sandbox game. Same thing. Building communities. Very gruesome. Very violent. A lot of adult.
Yeah, sure.
Things.
Sure. Yeah.
I don't know how else to put that.
I'm pretty sure there's a naked update that's free if you want that. But they look pretty intense in this box art.
Yeah.
I'm
That woman looks like she could whoop my ass. So
Beautiful.
Let's
All
move
right,
on.
Before we get into our last few lists, we want to know what you guys think next week's top 5 list should cover. Here are your options. We have top 5 wacky sports games
top 5 arcade racers.
and top 5 favorite cutscenes.
Ooh, that's a good list.
That is a good list.
Yeah. I always
here
feel like
go
we pad
again.
the third one.
Well, that's what I'm saying. The third one is always the different one, and it always wins because we always are surprised by it, and we influence the vote.
True.
So-
we do that.
Voting is open. It will be open shortly.
Yeah, and last time you voted, like while you guys are voting on that, we're gonna go through the list that you guys voted on last week, which was top 5 toughest boss battles.
Ooh.
This one was actually pretty tough, and a lot of us like. So we did this. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Ugh. I will say this was a long email thread where we all made completely different lists.
Except
so we tried
me.
you
because
didn't make a list.
I
at all.
don't play a game if it's frustrating.
Oh,
Nope.
okay.
Can't do it.
Cuphead. You played a bit of Cuphead,
And
but you
that's-
never beat it.
That's
okay,
right.
fair
Yeah.
point. So we're gonna start with number 5 here.
Yeah.
That's the Emerald Ruby weapon from Final Fantasy VII. 2 of the 3 weapons added to the North American release of Final Fantasy VII. Emerald weapon is fought under the sea by ramming it with the submarine, and the Ruby weapon is fought in the desert area around Gold Saucer and has an extremely high defense and 2 tentacle arms that pop up behind you and can take away your party members.
Whoa, I didn't
Yeah.
know reading was gonna be involved, but that's interesting. Oh, look at this. I never played. Obviously, 7 is what people default to as their favorite. I know you're a big 10 guy.
I love 10, but I am a big fan of 7 as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was just like for the time, my God, when it came out, it was just nothing like it.
Nothing like it. All right, number 4, it's Yellow Devil from Mega Man. The Yellow Devil from Mega Man 1 is a brutal boss that can only be beaten through memorization and twitch reflexes. He switches what side of the screen he's on, breaking apart piece by piece, and is invincible through the whole process with only a tiny window to attack him when he's fully formed, which requires an extreme amount of patience.
Yeah. As someone who sucks at platforming and also sucks at Mega Man games, he was a
Yeah.
nightmare.
He was
a colossal nightmare.
Did you ever beat him?
No. I played Mega Man very young.
Okay.
And so I was not at the level that I could beat I got stuck very early on.
Right.
You know.
Okay.
So and that started my hatred for platforming games.
Gee, yeah, you don't like platforming games.
I'm just not good at them.
Is it the
I feel
precision jumping problem? Like you have
maybe
to
I'm
jump on this
impatient.
tiny little
I don't know.
platform?
I don't know what it is about it. Maybe it's that. Maybe it's timing. It's all that. I don't have patience. I'm a fidgety person. You see me up here every day,
Yeah.
moving around and dancing, and I can't stand it. I can't do it. I don't know why.
Yeah? It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay, Ethan.
Thank
so
you.
if you ever want to torture Ethan, put him in a room with a platformer and lock the door.
Yeah.
So.
I'll yeah.
I guess you could
gouge my
just
eyes
not
out.
play it, right?
Yeah. Just sit patiently. Yeah. You
Till
think.
somebody opens the door.
Number 3, Lingering Will from Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix. Known as one of the hardest bosses in the Kingdom Hearts franchise, Lingering Will is what remains of Terra's armor and the lost mine which lies inside. You need to do 100% the game to get to him. It unlocks a secret ending and a boss battle with this guy. It's not easy, like, at all. It's not easy. It is. There are a lot of fights in Kingdom Hearts that are very difficult. But this one being, again, I believe it's only in Final Mix, right? It wasn't in the original Kingdom Hearts 2. ridiculous fight. You can see the armor there. A lot of people recognize that character from the cutscene, the famous cutscene ending. Yeah, great. I was frustrated all the way through Kingdom Hearts. Love them both.
Yeah.
A lot of hard bosses.
And you're super excited for the third one. coming out
I'm
this year.
hyped for
right.
the
I
third
think they
one.
announced there's going to be a trailer or something, some announced coming up in the very near future before E3. So keep an eye out for that. Or if I'm mistaken, then pretend I never said anything. All right. Number 2 is Ornstein and Smog. Is that how you say that? From Dark Souls?
Ornstein and Smog. Yeah,
Smog.
Smog.
Let's pretend I said it correctly.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
Dark Souls, which is tough already. So this is basically just the toughest of the tough, essentially.
Yeah, really hard fight. I never got this far in the first one. I've beaten every Dark Souls except for the first one. Can't wait for that remastered. So excited to bang my head against a wall trying to beat that. But this boss is involved, so everyone's gonna get to play him real soon, and you'll know what the hell we were talking about.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right. So number 1 for toughest boss battle was. Is he dead? He's not dead.
He's not dead.
Mike Tyson's Punch Out.
Yes. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, his name's in the game,
His name's in the game. That's right. So what does that mean?
so he's got to be hard. That's what I was trying to get to.
Oh.
So he's got to be insanely hard.
Oh.
This is. I mean, I don't know how many of you in chat actually played Punch Out when it came out. I didn't own it, but my neighbor had it, and it was so fun to watch. But this was the game that made the older kids in my neighborhood cry, which I love as a young second grader. I loved it.
You
I was like,
cherished that.
yeah.
You were just like, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not the only one that cries, butthead, you know?
You call him Butthead, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I was second grade.
Well, yeah, what else could you call them? You're right. Fair enough. So yeah, I heard from a lot of people that this was like one of the first games that was unfair or that was cheap. This boss battle. Mike
Yeah,
Tyson.
it's not. It almost felt broken. I'll say that, but you can beat him. You can.
There you go.
Just takes forever. Yeah.
So there you go. Top 5 list for toughest boss battles. If you want to be infuriated, play one of these games, and I don't know, just play it.
Now the poll results are in. Did Tabs tell you them, Scott? Cutscene 1.
What a
Top
shock.
5 greatest cutscenes. Yeah, what a shocker.
Yeah, I
what
know.
a shocker.
So there you go. Next week we're going to be covering on our 50th episode the top 5 best cutscenes.
Yeah.
That's exciting. Now before we move on with the show, I just want to welcome you all to Tips and Tricks, #1 show on Mixer. This is a show where me and Ethan just goof off for the entire episode. We give you tips on the latest features, tricks, and tackling newest games, no matter where you play.
Nice,
That's our intro.
good plug. By the
I
way,
know it. I
we
know
got
it.
a lot of new people in chat.
That's
Again,
what I was
welcome
gonna say,
everybody. Over 1,300. Really appreciate it. By the way, our brownie calling us out in chat. Yes, it should have said Dark Souls, not Discovery. But
Thank you for not letting that slip by.
yeah, thanks for not letting that go.
But I do want to say one more thing. We are at 7,764 followers, and there are 1,300 people in here. So that means we only need about 230 people to get to 8,000.
8,000.
So here's what I propose.
Math.
Everyone share math exactly. Share the stream on Twitter right now. We have about 17 minutes left. Share the stream on Twitter. If we can get to 8,000 followers, Ethan and I will do a Fortnite dance of your choice.
Ooh.
Because I saw you doing some Fortnite dancing before the show, and it was very good.
Channel my inner orange shirt
Kid. Yeah.
yeah.
So if you want to see Ethan, I'll just put it on you now. If you want to see Ethan do the orange shirt kid dance, share the stream, get us to 8,000 followers before, and if you're on Xbox, you can hit follow too.
Even if we hit 8,000, as soon as I do that dance, we're dropping way back down to 6. At least 6,000.
Oh, what a bad idea.
Yeah, that was a huge mistake.
So there you go. Call a friend, call your mom, call your pets, tell them to tune in, all right? Anyway, it's time for the most romantic part of the show. We haven't done this in a while. We open our hearts and let the love shine across Mixer. It's time for 3 streams to watch. Cue the music.
Cue it!
Even though we can't hear it.
Scott goes, oh, so I imagine that the music's not just ready.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, we haven't done it in so long.
Yeah, it's okay. Scott, is it gonna come?
Oh, it's playing.
Yeah!
Oh, we haven't danced in so long.
We have not. It's making a
dancing.
nice return, this segment now. We get a nice return. Let's dive. Oh my God, really?
It doesn't match the music at all.
Classic.
All right, Ethan, I nominate you to start.
All right, moving on. We're going to kick things off with Jordan Lane. This is mixer.com/Jordan Lane. She is a musician who uses her acoustic guitar to enchant her viewers in a lovely bliss of sounds and rhythm, often playing acoustic covers of popular songs, but tosses in some Jordan Lane originals here and there. If you're looking for a place to relax and groove, then Jordan Lane's stream is the one for you. She goes live Mondays at 1 p.m. Central, Tuesdays and Thursdays at 7 p.m. Central, and is joined by Mixer's I Am Eklo on Saturdays at 1 p.m. Central for some duet tones.
All right.
Love it.
Love it. Another person we love is Kerminator, who was just here last week. Just stopped by. Now let's hop on to our next streamer. He's green, he's rated teen, and he hates chlorine. It's mixer.com/Kerminator. Kerminator is a professional laid-back sports announcer. If you're a soccer fan, or as jolly old England says it, football, then you'll be in heaven watching Kerminator streams. Kerminator streams pro clubs in FIFA 18 and has a genuine passion for not only the game, but the sport itself. With great chat interaction and an infectious smile, Kerminator streams are a treat. If you'd like to catch him live, he streams Monday through Friday, 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. Mountain Time.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. I wasn't sure if you were going to get the MST right. I just wasn't sure.
Are you calling me stupid, Ethan?
Okay, no, I'm not.
Wow.
It's hard. Times are hard.
Okay.
All right, moving on to our final streamer, Panda Momium. Panda Momium?
Sounds right.
All right, Panda Momium. Momium. It sounds better.
She's a mother.
She's a mother, I assume.
Yeah.
All right, keeping up with the animal theme, we now take a trip to the zoo where we spot a wild panda momium on the horizon. This panda mom can be found streaming Overwatch most days of the week with... Oh, she skates around as Lucio and chucks orbs as Zenyatta.
I don't know what that
I'm a
means.
big Lucio
Wow.
fan.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, you don't play Overwatch. Moving on, Panda Momium seems to play what the team needs, which is the best type of Overwatch player. Even though her streams are full of fun and laughter, you don't want to get too close. She's a pineapple on pizza kind of person. Oh my, gross. But for those willing to tolerate that heresy, the zoo exhibit opens Monday through Friday at 9 p.m. Central Time and weekends at 2 p.m. Central.
And those were 3 streams to watch. Oh, it feels like a good old friend that I haven't seen in a long time.
We haven't done that segment in a while.
Oh, it's so
and the music.
good.
The music's the best part. So
Music's
romantic.
the best part. I want to real quick. Nothing wrong with pineapple on pizza. I'm saying it. Don't unfollow, please, because that's just rude.
It's disgusting.
But, people say it doesn't belong on pizza. Why not?
I don't know.
You can put whatever you want on pizza. It's not like somebody's going to come and arrest you if you put it on pizza.
I freaking wish.
Okay, fine. All right, anyway, another week, another Mixer Ultimate Gaming Challenge.
Yes, Mixer UGC is a weekly show hosted by Charlie Rachel and Benny Central, and each week they take on a new gaming challenge.
Last week, the feisty duo played the extremely frightening game, Alien Isolation.
Let's take a look at some of these highlights, huh?
Let's do it.
The challenge. Complete all the Alien Isolation corporate lockdown survivor mode missions.
Oh, no!
I can hear it stepping. Oh,
Oh, no!
Penny, it's there.
I'm ready. Oh, you're dead. Wait, what?
Too scared to even.
Fun! Now I just need to figure out how to turn the power on.
I did something.
Oh, for Christ's sake! Oh, you just did the exact same one as me.
Okay.
I'm getting dragged along the floor!
No, this was a terrible idea, Charlie. Why have I gone
Why
in
have you
here?
gone into a vent?
Ah! Oh my God! I didn't think you could see me. Oh, Jesus Christ! With the horn.
Ridiculous, there's another face. There's another face hugger!
Keep on walking. Now I'm gonna go find
Oh,
the
for Christ's
cinema.
sake. Oh, yeah, we both died exactly the same. I came so close.
And what's the show from there?
I came so close.
Oh, neither of us actually did the challenge or got remotely close. So it's Team Charlie
Or Team Benny.
or Team Charlie. An hour and a half to get home.
I've just cracked my leg!
Penny, you won the point. So the points are even again this week.
There we go, okay.
Make sure you come back next Wednesday, guys.
I want to meet those guys.
Yeah.
I want to meet those guys.
Yeah.
They seem like fun.
I think Benny was in Redmond a few weeks ago, and he
didn't give us a call?
He didn't even stop by. Benny, what is?
Benny.
Come on now. Anyway, this week they're taking on the extremely fast-paced game Night Squad.
Oh, I love that game. The show is live every Wednesday at 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific.
That's right.
Yeah, oh, sorry.
No, I mean, it says your name, but it doesn't matter. Check them out on mixer.com/mixerugc and make sure you give them a follow so you never miss a challenge.
We have not read our own lines all day.
Really?
Have you noticed that? Yeah,
No,
we've been
I
way
haven't
off.
noticed that.
Yeah,
Oh,
the only thing we said correctly were our names.
Thank God we got that right.
Thank God. Anyway, as you may know, Mixer is almost 1 year old, you guys.
That's right, and we're almost on our 50th episode, which is in fact next week.
Next week, crazy, right? So next week's gonna be jam-packed, but we want to make sure that you watch our 50th episode next Tuesday and Mixer's 1 year anniversary special Level Up cast Thursday the 24th, and that's at 2 p.m. Eastern.
Ethan, did you?
No, is it? It starts at noon. Pretty sure it starts at noon, Scott. Oh, that can't be.
Okay, we'll figure it out. And
We'll figure it out and get back to you.
Yeah, just stay tuned to
I feel like we should know that.
twitter.com/watchmixer, and we'll get you
Yeah,
informed.
exactly.
Now, Ethan, did you just say Thursday? Because I feel like Level Up is on Friday.
Yes, we're pushing it up one day because it's such a
Wow.
special day.
Okay.
We needed 2 hours also, and there's not enough time on a Friday to just fit that in.
There's not enough
it's
time.
gonna be a
I'm
thick
pretty sure
show.
there's enough time, same amount of time on a Friday as Thursday.
Well, in our world.
I think
Think
it's
about like
because
other shows.
Probably the holiday weekend is what it
Oh,
is.
that's actually a good call. That's probably exactly why.
Yeah, I was watching Level Up. See, I watch your show.
Yeah.
I watch your show. I think you do a fine job
tune out.
producing it. Now, Stein, he needs to get his facts straight because, tips and tricks are number one. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Anyway, this has been the show, Ethan.
This is, yeah.
This has been fantastic.
It's good to see you, man. I feel like we haven't hung out in a while.
I know,
so it's good
I know.
to see you. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. This is the highest viewership we've had in quite a while, so we really appreciate you guys coming by and following us. It's right above Malik's head.
It's right
over
there. Wow.
Right over there.
Wow, it's right there.
And if you hit that button, you'll get a notification whenever we go live. So I apologize in advance for that.
I was trying to push the screen up.
Oh,
I
nice.
was being silly.
No, you did it perfectly. I'm watching.
Yeah. Anyway, be sure to check out our next episode of Tips and Tricks, unless you said this already. Next and every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. Like we mentioned, it's our 50th episode.
Next week.
And we have some very special stuff happening. We can't share it with you yet, but just stay tuned to Twitter. Follow myself or Ethan, and I'm sure we'll retweet whatever is going to be announced. It's going to be very, very special.
It's going to be very special.
Yes. What about
All
our
right.
sister show?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Wait, did you plug our sister show?
Well, no, I said, what about our sister?
Oh, what about it?
Yeah,
Do
what
they
about
get the
it?
credit? Are we giving them credit for
Yeah,
this week?
might as
All right,
well.
might as well. All right, be sure to check out our sister show, This Week in Esports, every Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. And by the way, Scott was right. It is 3 p.m. Eastern for Level Up.
Ooh,
He's
Scott
absolutely right.
told you.
He's absolutely right.
That's okay. You
I
know
just
what?
couldn't do time
Takes
changes.
a big man to admit when he's wrong.
Thank
So
you.
Good for you.
Thank you.
Good for you, Ethan.
appreciate
Anyway, we're ending a bit early because Ethan and I are going to play some Astroneer with the developers live here on Mixer LFG.
Yeah, so don't go anywhere. We're going to be hosting from this channel, so you can stay right here. Don't touch that remote.
Yeah,
We'll
get
see
some
you
popcorn.
very soon. Get some popcorn. Good call. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.